So, I actually have a couple of errant thoughts now. After making a video and posting it and realizing this wasn't a good video and I was out of my element, so now I need to make a retribution of some sort. An offering to the gods so they don't strike me down. And girl, I've already been given a warning by Mother Nature. I just suffered through a tornado warning in this area, and that hasn't happened in a very long time. Now, one thing I will say about tornado warnings is it's a very nostalgic thing for me. I feel like tornado warnings are very, like, McBling era America. Like, whatever happened to, like, all the tornado warnings and, like, sheltering in your basement for tornadoes? They used to happen all the time when I was a kid, and then I guess, the climate changed. But anyways, what I was saying is, the universe threatened me with a goddamn tornado and said, and I got the message loud and clear, which was, make a better video and upload it now, or else we're gonna level your house to the ground. So, a couple of things that are zooming around in my head. Number one, new Sky Ferreira song. Classic Sky Ferreira. And I am very happy with it. The thing that I was saying today to Twink when I was on the phone, because Twink reminded me that Sky was coming out with something, it still felt surreal to me that she was actually putting out a single, so, like, it hasn't, like, it didn't register with me. Like, I completely forgot she was releasing a song today, because, like, it didn't register that it was actually happening. Classic Sky Ferreira song, and I'm very happy because I'm sure the gays are going to be very upset with it. And one thing about artists I love unapologetically, who hold deep fondness in my heart, who I will never abandon, who I feel very defensive of, because I've seen their treatment online, and I see how people misunderstand them. Sky Ferreira and Azealia Banks. Azealia Banks, I've ranted on and on and on, but Sky Ferreira, when she announced that she was making her comeback, the gays really came out of the woodwork. The little poser gays that want to hop on every little thing really came out of the woodwork saying, oh, well, I've been a Sky Ferreira fan all along. I'm a Ride or Die Sky Ferreira fan. No, you're not. No, you're not. Don't lie. Don't lie. I can't stand it when New York type, Instagram stylist, Twitter famous type gays, when the tides turn on an artist who is either forgotten or generally disliked by the population of the internet, I hate it when the tides turn and they find a little opportunity to sneak in there and say, well, actually, I've actually been into her all along. Actually, I've always loved her. And, like, I've always thought that, like, people don't get it. No! You're lying. You're a liar. And true Sky Ferreira enjoyers were allowing her to take as much fucking time as she wanted, because that's part of the goddamn charm. Take as much fucking time as you want, Sky Ferreira, and you know what? I fucking loved Downhill Lullaby when Downhill Lullaby came out. I was screaming that song in my car about a month ago. It was nighttime, and I was driving home from Wisconsin on the freeway, and I was screaming it at the top of my fucking lungs. And this song doesn't disappoint. Classic Sky Ferreira in the vein of her last album. And usually, when an artist does that sort of thing, when there's not a lot of progression between one project to the next, I give them a lot of flack. I give Carly a lot of flack with that. But the thing with Sky Ferreira is she's so fucking good that it doesn't matter. She understands her references. She understands her point of view. She understands what the fuck she wants to do, and she does it well. I can't say the same about Carly Rae Jepsen. That album after Emotion was a mess. But this section of this video is not about Carly Rae Jepsen. And frankly, I listened to Western Wind. I did. And I was hoping for the best. I was. But the thing that makes me happy about this and what I'm really crossing my fingers with I'm really hoping that the gays listen to this song. And I already saw one gay say this on Twitter where it's like, I don't think this song was worth the wait. Good. I'm glad you feel that way. Leave this comeback for the true Sky Ferreira enjoyers. Leave this comeback for the true Sky Ferreira enjoyers. Fuck you. God, I fucking hate gays. Shit. Anyways, I'm very happy. I'm very ecstatic about this. Welcome back, Sky. I wish you all the best. If you do come around to Chicago or Milwaukee, I will show up and I will show out. I'll throw you a little something. I'll throw you a couple of my dollars, a couple of my mom's, dollars that she threw at me. I'll throw back to you, Sky. Anyways, what else was I talking about in my head? What else did I want to say in a video? Oh, yeah. So, I have been watching the Johnny Amber trial. And yeah, really nothing. It has not been an enjoyable watch. It's just been something that I compulsively, like I said in the video I posted earlier, that I've been compulsively doing. But I would say that the most surreal and satisfying moment was Kate Moss appearing on screen for 3 minutes to testify. And so I woke up this morning, I was exhausted. I've been getting such awful sleep lately, which has been odd because I've actually been sleeping very well over the past maybe 6 months to a year. I've actually been getting really good sleep for the first time ever in my life. Mind you, I still wake up once or twice every night. It happens. It is what it is. But I don't wake up feeling exhausted the way that I used to, which is a big development for my health. Today and yesterday and the day before that, and the day before that as well, and probably the day before that last one that I just said, I've been waking up feeling really bad, really exhausted. But I knew that Kate Moss was going to be on screen on this Johnny Depp trial. And so I turned on the live stream when I was half asleep. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I was laying in bed, like, agonizing over how tired I was. And then suddenly I heard from my iPhone, "We call Kate Moss to the stand." Ah! Gagged. Woke me right the fuck up. Sprung up in my bed and glued my eyes to the screen. And there she was. Kate Moss, looking pretty snatched and sickening, I will say. I guess the theme for today is women with high cheekbones. Sky Ferreira, now Kate Moss. And, you know, Kate Moss has been looking dragged through the gutter for the past couple of years. And mind you, she's been through the gutter. So I'm not saying that in a derogatory kind of way. I'm someone who really finds current Lindsay Lohan more beautiful than she's ever been in her entire life. I love that look. That's a very glamorous look to me. That through the gutter sort of glamour of a woman who's seen it all. You know what I mean? And I guess Sky Ferreira also sort of has that same thing. You could probably make a through line of all the white women who I idolize as a gay man, as a white gay man, and find some striking similarities that speak to the deep rumblings of my subconscious. I don't know. But she goes on, and the thing that was most surreal about this entire experience, well, there's two things. Number one, I didn't know Kate Moss talked like that. Like, I didn't know Kate Moss was British. No, that's a joke. What I didn't know is that I didn't know Kate Moss had, like, a Harry Potter granny voice. "Kate Moss, we were in our room, and it had rained, and I left the stairs, and I fell down the stairs." I didn't know she talked like an old Harry Potter granny. I thought she was going to have, like, a Lindsay Lohan kind of voice. And so that, in addition to the fact that she was there at all, like, really woke me up. And I knew she was going to be on trial. Like, I knew she was going to be called for a witness. That had been widely speculated. But I didn't know it was going to be first thing in the goddamn morning. And then she was only on screen for, like, 3 minutes. It was like, "Oh, hey, Kate." And then, "Bye, girl." They're like, they said, "Do any cross-examination?" And Amber Heard's team said no. And they just dismissed her. "Bye, girl. I've seen you. Like, I'm glad you could come into the fold of things." Like, Kate, you look great, girl. You look great. I was very happy to see her. I was very happy indeed to see her. Like, "Hey, girl. Bye. Like, thanks for coming. It's great." The other thing that's been rumbling in my head for some reason, I was watching YouTube Shorts, and, you know, I don't have TikTok. And it's sort of, like, idiotic of me to continue to be staunch about not re-downloading TikTok. There was a time in my life where I was using TikTok. But I feel sort of idiotic for remaining staunch in the fact that I'm not going to download TikTok. I'm not going to use TikTok. I can't do that for myself. You know, I can't do that to myself. And yet I use YouTube Shorts daily for at least an hour. I'm just scrolling through them damn shorts. And this is worse because at least on TikTok, the algorithm, you know, gets to know you a little bit and you see things that, you know, are in some way enriching or entertaining to you. No, it's not like that on YouTube Shorts. They don't give a fuck. They said, "Listen, girl, we know you're bored and we know you have nothing better to do, so you will scroll through these goddamn videos and you'll like it." And I do, frankly, I do. And so I was scrolling through YouTube Shorts. You know, it's shit that, like, has no meaning to my life, no relevance to any of my interests, any of my hobbies, any of my overarching thoughts or concerns about the world. It's just bullshit, just unabashed bullshit. And I guess in that sort of way, it is quite beautiful, and I do respect it for what it is. I do. But anyways, I got a short today about this, from this, nomadic couple. They're like, here's how we shower while we're on the road. And it was like they just get, a Planet Fitness membership. And when I was watching it, I was like, oh my God, this woman's husband is gay. This woman has a gay husband. And this has been, kind of a inside, in my mind gag that I've been doing for the past couple of days. I love my gay husband. Women with, very clearly gay husbands. For some reason, it's been popping up a lot in my life, in the media I consume. A woman with a very obviously gay husband. And so I was thinking to myself, I was saying to myself over and over after I saw this video, I'm fat, and this is my gay husband. Because the woman in the video was larger, she's a big girl. And then I kept saying to myself, I'm gay, and this is my fat wife. And frankly, am I saying that in a sort of mocking kind of way? Yes, I am. But then I was talking to myself. I was talking myself through this little idea, through this little gag, and I was saying to myself, but they have everything they could ever want, She gets a kid and a house. He gets a house and, I don't know, a little, fat wife that he can play with, Do they want anything more? Probably not. Because they got everything they want. They get a house. Do I get a house? No. And I feel like, as a gay man, those are your choices now. Or as a fat woman, those are your choices. Gay husband in a house, or fat wife in a house, or, life of misery. I feel very apprehensive to say those sorts of things. I do. Because me and my boyfriend kind of had a come to Jesus moment about my eating disorder and the eating disorder content I was engaging with online. But it's all jokes here. I really mean this in the most respectful and beautiful and appreciative way. And I support fat women and their gay husbands. I support skinny women and their gay husbands. I support gay men who have wives. If you're faithful to that wife, and that's the thing, if you're going to be, here is a clarifying point. If you're going to be a gay husband to a fat wife, you better be upfront about the fact that you're gay, and you better not be fucking any other dudes. I think it's very tacky of like a butch married guy to be on the down low on Grindr. That's nasty. That's some 2010s shit. That's some 2011. I'm a teenager and I'm trying to get my fix on Grindr, and that's who I'm going to go to get that fix sort of thing. That's bad energy that I do not claim or support. I'm talking about a fishy, fruity man and his fat wife who's in on the joke, who's in on the gag. And they get a house. Come on. Some things are just worth more in life. And in this economy, in this world, you get a piece of property? Come on. What more could you ask for? Mind you, it's not the sort of thing that could happen to me as a gay man, because I'm deranged, and I'm not the kind of gay person which would be able to get things out of being an enjoyable presence in someone's life. I can't charm someone into giving me anything. I'm very unpleasant, generally. And I don't mean that I'm mean or I'm a bitch or I'm toxic. It's just, I don't have those sorts of vibes. People don't want to be around me. And I'm fine with that. Listen, I know who I am. I've been living with myself for 25 odd years. And unfortunately, it's just, it is what it is. I will never be the type of person who could be a sugar baby or who could, be a whore on OnlyFans and get men to pay. No matter how attractive I may get in the future, no matter how more, snatched up my physique will be, I will never be that girl because I'm just not a pleasant or I guess I'm charming in my own way. I'm not like a I give people the heebie-jeebies, you know? Like, ooh. Like, yeah, you're like, yeah, you're fun, but like, ooh. Like, maybe, you know, take a few steps back. Anyways, this was 15 minutes. I'm gonna upload this. Maybe this will be better, and hopefully my house will not get leveled by a tornado. But we will see if the gods... We will see if God, if she is pleased with this video. Don't you hate when people do that? Like, God, she is not she will not tolerate this. Okay, girl. Bye, I love you. Mwah. Wait, one last thing. Wait. Pretty sickening, right? I'm like hoping that like someone from my old life, like my pre-Lucas life, will see these videos and be like, oh my God, Marco's fit now, and like spread the word. Because I don't talk to anybody. I don't talk to anyone. And the people I do talk to know that I'm fit now, but I want the people who I don't talk to anymore to know that I'm really, really fit. And that's why I'm pissed that I deleted my Instagram. And I'm thinking I better relaunch my Instagram, but then it's like, what am I gonna do? Go out of my way to go follow all these people that I used to talk to so they can see that I'm like, you know, kind of trim and sexy now? I mean, I am that desperate. Yes, sure. That sort of behavior is beneath me now. I would like to think it is. I'm growing, you know? But what's the point of having a body if you can't flaunt it? Zool. Anyways, mwah.